Hey, Phil Davis, back with song 27. I think that's 27. So like I've been saying, I'll jump right into it because you're good enough to check this out, and then I'd like to tell you a little bit about it at the end. So the song is Center Aisle, and the group is Caedmon's Call. I believe this is a Derek Webb song. Derek Webb is awesome. Check him out. I gotta warn you, this is a sad one. You can tell by that first chord, so let's get into this. Thank God I'm back in my car and driving home. I'm driving home 'cause the air was thin and so cold back in there. It was my first time, won't be my last time, and the questions rise, expectations fall in light of it all. There aren't words to say, 'cause words aren't remembered, but presence is. And a good friend once told me, and he was there, but she wasn't there. And it's not fair, it's not fair. So what crimes have you committed, demanding such a penance? It couldn't wait for 5 more minutes and a cry for help. 'Cause this room is so peaceful, this room is so quiet, and I hate the silence, and I can't walk the center aisle. Well, I've been here for over 3 hours behind these flowers. They're so beautiful and young and so alive, and so in need of someone just to talk to them. 'Cause there's a fragile lives. Well, what crimes have you committed, demanding such a penance? You couldn't wait for 5 more minutes and a cry for help. 'Cause this room is so peaceful, this room is so quiet, and I hate the silence, I can't walk the center aisle. And I think about my brother, and how I just stood there with my hands in my pockets, my heart in my throat. So thank God I'm back in my car, and I'm driving home, driving home. But in that place I leave all my days of taking life for granted, and the words I wrote for her, and my best friend crying, and a young girl's lying on all our hearts. And what crimes have you committed, demanding such a penance? You couldn't wait for 5 more minutes and a cry for help, 'cause this room is
so peaceful, this room is so quiet. I hate the silence, I can't walk the center aisle.
So this song is obviously about a tragic passing of a young person. I believe the guy who wrote it, Derek, I think it was his brother's best friend, something like that. And so he was asked, because he's a well-known singer-songwriter, he was asked to write something to sing at the funeral. And it was his first time doing a funeral like this. So when it came time for him to get up and sing, like the song says, he had to walk the center aisle up to go sing it, and he just couldn't stand to do it because the faces were so sad. And you can go back through and listen to it again, because he talks about. I love the analogy of he's standing behind the flowers, and they're so beautiful and young and so alive. They just need someone to talk to them. So let's never forget that sometimes people just need someone to say, hey, how's your day going, and actually mean it instead of just like passing. I know I do that at school. I'll just be like, hey, how's it going, and then keep walking. But someone to talk to them. And I like the part at the end too. I don't need to tell you this because you just listened to it, but when he says, in that place I leave all my days have taken life for granted, and the words I wrote for her, and my best friend crying, and a young girl's lying on all our hearts. And I liked the way he transitioned there, and really cool song. So Caedmon's Call kind of got me into guitar a little bit. Of course, it was Paul Coleman who, kind of inspired me to learn guitar better and start singing. But Caedmon's Call was one of the first groups that I actually looked up chords and learned, how to play. I think I'll stop singing and talking now. And I like to dedicate this, even though it's such a tragic song, throw this out to my music class right now. Because in class today we were talking about cool chords. And I thought of that one, and I told them that I would try and look up the song. So that was just today. So there you go. I'm done talking. I promise the next one will be happier.